Now we're going to begin to add glaze to our Greek vase. Now you all received your Greek vase and you noticed that the inside had this light gray, maybe even a couple drips poured. What I did is I poured black glaze to the inside of your Greek vase so that it would be waterproof. It's important for a vase or a pitcher to be waterproof so that when we put liquid in there it doesn't absorb into the clay. Now what I do is I water down the glaze a little bit, I pour the glaze into the Greek vase, and then I actually pour it back out so that the inside is completely coated. We do this when we can't reach the inside with a brush. It would be far too difficult to get into all the little nooks and crannies with a brush. So the next step is to look at your Greek vase and look at your design. We're going to apply that undercolor of glaze to our vase so that we know, so that the designs that we have will pop out in color. Here's a sample that I made. And this sample is every single color of glaze that we have available. So as I slowly turn this, you can see that the colors, this is orchid, this is blue bonnet, this is pumpkin, pumpkin orange, spiced cream, paprika cream, actually this is paprika, this is sagebrush, sun yellow. So all of the colors are here. And you can see the reinforcement dot, the half circle, and the pie piece. So this is what your final project is actually going to look like after it's finished and fired. Right now, you are selecting the color that's going to be underneath the black glaze. So I've selected light kiwi, which is this color, and I selected pumpkin orange, those two colors. You can choose 1, 2, 3 colors, it doesn't matter. You probably don't want to choose more than 3, it's going to get a little bit too complex. Okay? So looking at my design, this top row of reinforcement dots is going to be light kiwi. This middle section is going to be pumpkin orange. Okay? So what I do, taking my vase, I'm going to use the glaze colors that I have. I'll start with the light kiwi, and I'm going to glaze a band of color up around the top rim that is going to be large enough that I can put the reinforcement dot on top of it. And a good test, I'll just grab one and we'll check it out. So here's my reinforcement dot. That band of green color has to be wide enough for the reinforcement dot, or whatever sticker my design is, has to sit on top of that color. If it was too small, my sticker would go over the edge and it would not look as nice. So make sure that whatever you're painting, that color is thick enough to hold the sticker. And as always, you know that we do 2 coats of glaze, letting them dry in between. So there's my first coat of green. Then I'm going to move to my pumpkin orange, and I'm going to do 2 coats of pumpkin orange. Now again, taking the size of my design into consideration, this band of color, I need to make sure it's wide enough so that my design with the stickers can sit on top of the color. If you just do a really tiny design that's not very thick, or wide I should say, it's not wide enough here, and you have this huge sticker, it would go over the edge and it would create a really negative look. The white underneath would pop out and it wouldn't be waterproof. Okay, so there's 1 coat of each of the glazes. I'm going to let this dry and then I'm going to apply a second coat before I move on to the next step.